Tens of thousands of hurricane victims can expect letters in the mail saying they don't need to pay back FEMA money. Good evening, I'm John Snell.
And I'm Nancy Parker. The letters reverse an earlier note from the agency demanding people repay money given to them during the 2005 storm season.
Carolyn Schofield explains that those who owed need to watch the mail.
Stephanie Short had just moved back to New Orleans when she got the letter. FEMA said it gave her too much money, and she owed the agency $165. Other families got letters saying they had to repay up to $10,000. Short, like most Katrina victims, lost everything in the storm. She rode away from her flooded home in a boat.
I had to pay my living room, bedroom, set everything, clothes. We just had went shopping. I just had furnished my house like the month prior to the storm.
Short says she's still paying bills from 2005, and the mother of four had no idea how she would afford to repay FEMA. Now, Short and other disaster victims may not have to come up with the money. Senator Mary Landrieu joined other lawmakers in Washington, D.C. to announce the agreement.
We've changed the law. FEMA now has the ability to waive this debt, and for all families in the area that are up to $90,000 in income, if you've got this debt, it could be forgiven.
Disaster victims only have a short time to qualify for a waiver. FEMA will send out letters next week asking questions about how the money was spent and whether repaying it would create a financial hardship. People have only 60 days to reply to the new letters. If they don't respond, disaster victims could still be responsible for the money.
If there was ever time to sit down and write a letter, put a stamp on it, and send it in, this would be the time to do that, because you could get $4,800 of debt, relieved completely. In some cases, there may be families that owe up to $10,000. And this is no fault of their own. These grants were given out by FEMA. People were sometimes instructed to receive this money, and then years later told, oh, we made a mistake, you owe it back plus interest.
Landrieu says she'll keep reminding people to reply to the letters. After FEMA sent out the original notes, only 10% of the recipients tried to appeal. Many, like Short, didn't pay. And now she probably won't have to.
They should just close all that, close all up and call it, you know what I'm saying, quits. And just leave our Katrina victims alone, but we're still picking up from where we left off at.
In a neighborhood still rebuilding from the storm, Short says it's another sign of recovery. So again, families must make less than $90,000 to be eligible for a waiver. And lawmakers can't stress this enough. The letters go out next week. You only have 60 days to respond, so there is a timeline for this.
Yeah, I think that this is not a passive thing. People have to actively say, hey, I need this waiver, and explain why.
Right, and Senator Landrieu was careful to stress that today. She said that she will be sending this out, reminding people throughout the 60-day period that they have to reply to these emails, if not, the letters that will be sent in the mail. If not, the people will still be on the hook for the money that FEMA says they owe.
Okay.